up? Rob from Woodsley Summercraft here. Today I've got this piece of red oak. It's 9 inches round by 2 inches thick. It's from a board that I picked up at the Woodstock Wood Show, not this past October, but the October of 2015. So we're going to get this mounted on the lathe and get a nice bowl turned out of it. But I'm going to give it a special treatment today. I've made myself some ebonizing solution out of some white vinegar and some steel wool, which I've never done before, so it's a first for me, but I've seen people like Rebecca de Groot do it, and there's a few others out there that have done it as well. So, and I understand that it works well on woods such as oak. So let's get this thing turned and get it ebonized. You might also notice that I've started a collection of stickers. Some of the guys out there have been sending me their stickers, so if you've got your own, give me a shout and we'll do a sticker swap. Okay, so you may have noticed that while I've been turning this, there's a crack here, and on this side, on both sides, there's a crack, which essentially could mean this whole section of wood could come off. So it could potentially be quite dangerous. What I'm going to do though, I'm looking at it, it looks solid there and it looks solid here. So it's an internal crack. I think what I'm going to do is fill this with epoxy, and I'm going to be putting some coffee granules in there to darken it. I don't want it to be see-through, because eventually when I ebonize this, I think it will blend in quite nicely. Okay, so I just took the bowl off of the lathe because I've noticed this rather large crack going through it. So you may ask yourself, do you carry on or do you finish? It's this same crack that I filled in that is across most of the bowl here. Now, my intention now is to continue with this bowl. So I am going to epoxy this as I did before, and take really light scraping cuts to finish the bottom side of this bowl, and stay well out of the fire line in case it does come apart. I'm really hoping that it doesn't. I may actually put some tape around the outside edge of the bowl just in case it does come apart. It's more likely to stay together. Okay, so once again I've got my epoxy with coffee granules and I've mixed it up really well. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put it on these cracks and get it into the cracks. Now, not the safest turn. Definitely something you want to be aware of that could potentially happen is that this could just break apart as you turn it. And if that's the case, you do not want to be in the fire line of a hunk of oak flying across the room. So definitely stay out of its, I'll be definitely staying out of its way. But if I finish it, it's going to be cool. Okay, so I've forced some epoxy into the crack, and it's got coffee granules in it. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take my scraper and take really, really light cuts. And I think most of this crack is going to be gone, but we will see. I may have to add more epoxy. I really don't know. I just hope it doesn't fly apart. I put some tape around the edge, so if it does fly apart, hopefully it kind of stays together. But I'm going to keep myself way out of the line of fire. Okay, so there's my bowl. It's about 9 inches around, 2 inches deep, and it has that crack through the middle with epoxy and coffee granules, which I've done many times, which I really do quite like the effect. But it's not exactly a beautiful bowl with that crack in it, but it's a great piece to experiment with. So what I've got here, I've been brewing this up for the last few days. It's plain white vinegar and some steel wool. Now what I did was I had it in this container and I put the lid on and I put it in a saucepan of boiling water over a period of a couple of days, for an hour here, a half hour there, whenever I had a chance, just to do it, to build the heat up, because that seemed to fasten the process. I also have some which didn't get boiled and it hasn't changed in over a week, but this certainly has. It's gone quite disgusting. This is what other people have been using for ebonizing wood like oak, so that's what we're going to do today. Okay, so this is the first bowl that I've ever attempted to ebonize it. In fact, I've splashed it already and you can see that it's gone black. That's quite interesting. So let's see how this works. I think it's on my glove. It's coming off from my glove. This is going to be interesting. I'm starting to get excited now. I'll just give it a quick stir. And let's get this all over. Now it may raise the grain. If it does, that's fine, because I can sand it again. I'm going to ebonize the inside and the outside, and I'm thinking I might use some tie wax as well. Wow, look at these results. That's almost immediate. That's fantastic. I must admit, I'm actually very surprised. Wow. Okay, so I must say I'm really excited about the results here. The colour of this wood is quite spectacular. It's almost blue, it's so black. It's just fantastic. I've never really considered doing this before, but it's beautiful. So the question is, do I want to leave it like this, or do I want to go one step further? Well, I'm going to go one step further with new Hampshire sheen tie wax that's now available in Canada. I've just released this a few weeks ago, and I haven't actually got around to using it myself. So this is the first Canadian turned item with tie wax being applied after it's been ebonized. So let's see how this does. I'll bring you in for a closer look. So first of all, I'm just going to apply it like every other Hampshire sheen product by hand with the lathe not moving. Well, I must say I'm absolutely thrilled with these results. It has made the world of difference to this bowl. It doesn't even look like oak anymore. It's just, I'm blown away by the results. Absolutely thrilled. What I am going to do now is use Yorkshire grit, which makes me a little bit concerned that it's going to take all the finish off, but I'm confident that it's going to be a good result. Okay, so I'm going to apply the Yorkshire grit now to the inside of this bowl. And thanks for watching. There is my 9-inch red oak bowl that I've turned with ebonizing solution applied and Hampshire sheen tie wax, and then Hampshire sheen, one layer of Hampshire sheen high gloss applied after that. Absolute joy to turn, and it looks fantastic. I'm thrilled to pieces with this bowl. I'll leave some photographs at the end. If you comment on this video, I'll get back to you. If you're interested in purchasing some tie wax, I'll leave some links below where you can get it, and I'll leave in the description how you make the ebonizing solution. Thanks for watching. Take care. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and I will see you soon.